What's going on, y'all? It's your man Stephen Bardo coming at you with another edition of Bardo's Breakdown. We got the victory here. Want to see what you guys think. Want to get your overall thoughts on what you saw from the Illini today. I have to say I was very impressed. It didn't look like they took Drexel for granted at all. It looked like they really were locked in defensively. And that's where Illinois is going to be. That's where their bread is going to be buttered. It's going to be on the defensive end of the floor, because we know that the Illini is so versatile offensively, and they can get out and run so well that the defensive end, if they can really continue to strive on that end of the court, they're so dynamic offensively that it's really going to put themselves in a great position. You know, I watched a few games where Arkansas and Colgate, a lot of people knew that would be a little bit closer than people expected. And, you know, you want to come out and establish yourself in the first game. I'm watching Ohio State and Oral Roberts right now. It's 17-13 to start out that game. Not that you expect all these Big Ten teams to just blow people out. But if you're decidedly better and you go ahead and take care of your business to start in the first half, it makes things a lot easier. So these guys were able to get some rest. They were able to, you know, they played hard, but they didn't play a full 35, 40 minutes of a grinded out, hard fought, you know, type of thing. Whereas Arkansas, they may benefit from that scare against Colgate. But I think the Illini are going to benefit from locking in defensively, because with Moses Wright at Georgia Tech, the SEC Player of the Year, he's not going to be able to play because of COVID protocols against Loyola Chicago. I expect Loyola Chicago to beat Georgia Tech rather easily and then advance to play Illinois. And so it's great that Illinois got this really good defensive effort before they come into a very dangerous game, in my opinion, against Loyola Chicago, excuse me. Mark Stell, what's going on? Go Illini 1994. Charlie Deasy, Brian K. Hurd, Zoomer Sports, M.D. McKenna. Loyola will present much more of it. Oh, there's no doubt about it. Chaser 88, Marcus 72. What's up? Watching live from South Carolina. Thanks, Zoomer Sports. J.R. Norton, Steph Raquel, good to see you. Jeff Kurtz. So final score, Illinois 78, Drexel 49. Really liked the way the Illini locked down defensively. I thought Iowa was patient in his offense. I thought Kofi did exactly what he was supposed to do. I'm not sure that you can get a much better first game out of the Illini. They locked down Drexel, who likes to shoot. You saw the way that Drexel likes to space the floor. They like to run those counters and get you sucked in defensively, and then they kick out for a three. Thought the Illini stayed home very well. Kofi didn't get into foul trouble. He was aggressive. Everybody got a chance to play. That's the best that you can ask for if you're a number one seed, is to start your NCAA tournament run out with a victory where you can get a lot of people in the game and your starters don't have to play much. I'll go back a few decades ago when our team was going through the NCAA gauntlet. Our first round matchup was against McNeese State. McNeese State had a player named Michael Cutright, who was a pro. Played in the NBA a little bit, played overseas a lot, but he was a pro. He could score. We ended up winning 78-71. We were really, I think they got to 4 points or whatever, but we couldn't relax. We had to stay in the game. We had to play the whole game. Now, it didn't hurt us, but what the Illini did today is what you want to see in a number one seed in the first round matchup. You want to leave no doubt. And that's exactly what they did. So let me get to my tribe over here. Hey, if you want to join the tribe, the number is on your screen. IG is 312-847-2739. Or go to Facebook and look for Bardo's Breakdown Group. You have to answer the 3 questions. I have denied over 60 people access into the group because you got to answer all 3 questions. If you don't answer all 3 questions, you can't get in. Simple as that. I don't play favorites. I I don't do any of that. But you got to answer the questions. So there's a number on the screen for everyone else except for IG. IG 312-847-2739. Let me get over here to my tribe. Jill Brown, Oski, Wow. Yep, they look good. Richie Drennan, confidence, go Illini. Derek Wade, ILL. Sean Stewart, KC1. We struggled round one in 2005. Good point, because I called that game. Good point. Were you surprised Brad had IO in with 3 minutes left? Different coaches have different strategies, Sean. I know what you're saying on that. I get a little nervous about that as well. I'm not sure why he decides to do that, but he does. But you know what? It hasn't hurt them to this point, so good thing. Jalen Colvin, 23. E. Wells, 678. What's up, Mr. Wells? Good to see you. Two Foodie Eating. Good to see you. I think that's your first time, Two Foodie Eating. Good to see you on there. C.Y. Markham. Stephen Paul, not my baby boy, my oldest son. How you doing, buddy? Love you. Thanks for jumping on. Cubs fan 070816. MW Vane, Roll Katie, and C.Y. Markham. Iowa was so close for a triple-double. Yeah, he was. And he may get it. He may get that. But the most important thing is that they won in impressive fashion. That defense today was very good. Yes, it was. Floyd Anderson, Illinois does an excellent job defending the pick and roll as well as help defense. Locked in. It didn't take Drexel lightly. Couldn't say it better, Floyd. Well said. Blank Chief, wonder what the Illinois record for points in the paint. Well, they said Illinois led the Big Ten this year in points in the paint, and that's impressive when you consider Hunter Dickinson at Michigan, especially Luka Garza at Iowa, Trace Jackson Davis at Indiana, all these really good bigs, but yet Illinois led the Big Ten in points in the paint. So that's a great statistic there. Texas Tech is up 49-37 over Utah State, and Ohio State right now is up 21-15. Ooh, that was almost in. 21-15 over Oral Roberts. And no Kyle Young today. Still out with concussion protocol. Hopefully he can be back by second round. That must be Uncle Smoothie. What's up, Uncle Smoothie? Aaron Janowski. I love that pass by Corbello between the legs of the defenders. His passing skills has got an NBA game in it. Let's not forget how Frazier ignited the team early and defensively throughout the game. No doubt about it. Trent Frazier has been playing like a senior with senioritis. That's what you get. That's why you want seniors, because they don't want their careers to end. So they play like their hair is on fire. And that's what you're seeing from he and DeMonte Williams doing an outstanding job. 19 Joe Cool, 70. Moore Kelly, I believe that is. I think this is your first time for those two. If it is, welcome. Thank you. Who guards Cade? Io Trent, DeMonte, says MD McKenna. Cade has got to get out the first round, y'all. I don't understand. I do understand. Everybody is like, especially people that don't cover the sport like I do. Everybody is they're looking for the stars. They're looking for the best players and all that. But I'm trying to tell you guys, Liberty is old. They are they shoot the three well. They've won 6 consecutive conference championships, meaning the regular season and the conference tournament. Now, I know you guys may not respect those conferences like they come from, but these teams can win. I've got Liberty beating Oklahoma State just from matchups, because Oklahoma State is young, they're athletic, they get after you, but they're susceptible to teams that can slow the pace down, spread you out, bang you from the three, and get you into foul trouble. So just don't mark Oklahoma State in and whoever Illinois is supposed to, that's a Sweet 16 matchup if it's going to happen. And here's the deal. Illinois has got to beat Loyola Chicago. That's not a given. That's not a given. I'm here to tell you guys, the reason the NCAA tournament works is because what happens is the casual fan watches the big boys, right? But this year, we got some blue bloods that aren't in. Duke, Kentucky are not in. So what happens is you come and you hear ESPN or CBS or Fox or whomever talk about Cade Cunningham, and he's the second coming, right? Which he is. He's a beast. He's must-watch television. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, do not pencil Oklahoma State into the Sweet 16. It's not. I'm just. You heard it here first. That's all I'm saying. You heard it here first. Tremendous win for the Illini. They look great. Lester McCarroll Jr., good to see you, brother. I always appreciate your support. He's an original tribe member. Merrick Hawkins. I don't think I've ever seen you, Merrick. I don't recognize that name. Great effort. Nice win. No one hurt. Great job, Illini. Say it again, Merrick. Merrick, no, hey, that's right on point. Oh, Igor Krobotowicz. Good to see you on here. Oh, Jay Hood, what's good? Jay Hood. That video you posted about the 3-card Monty and the Bears, that was perfect, bro. That was spot on. That's good stuff. Y'all go follow Jonathan Hood on IG. It's IGJ Hood on Instagram. IGJ Hood. Follow Jonathan Hood. I'm telling you, he gave about an 8 to 10 minute video comparing what the Bears are doing and the 3-card Monty, and how cats from the city of Chicago, if there's a table up on the Roosevelt platform and the dude is doing a 3-card Monty, the people from out of town get took. But the people in Chicago, the people that are in the city, they understand what's going on. And he talked about the Bears, trying to make us think like, oh, yeah, we got something good here, which is some garbage. So great job, Jay Hood. Go check him out, y'all, seriously. Because I know a lot of you Illini fans, a lot of Big Ten fans are Chicago Bears fans. Jay Hood's one of the preeminent voices on that. Loving the freshman contribution, says Blank Chief. I agree. Ace Miller is starting to do his thing. How would your Illini team defend against the big roll Kofi? Come on, man. How would we defend Kofi? We would all be guarding him. See, guys, we switched everything. I was a point guard at 6'6". I don't care about, if I got switched down on Kofi, so what? I'm guarding him. He ain't manhandling me. Mm-mm. See, these guys today, everybody's like, oh, Kofi's so big. Yeah, he's big. But can he guard on the perimeter? Can he run? Can he do these things? He's pretty good. But y'all don't want to compare this team to ours because it's not a comparison. I heard somebody today try to say Flying Illini 2.0. Bullshit. Don't do that. Don't disrespect this year's team, and don't disrespect the Flying Illini. Don't do that. Because they're two totally different teams. Two totally different teams. Give this team their own respect. Give them their own name, right? And don't disrespect us like that. Because you want to call these guys flying because they dunk? Go back to YouTube and see how we dunked. Go back and see what a real Flying Illini team looks like. These guys are excellent. But don't disrespect them by trying to make them 2005 or 89 because they're not. They're the 2021 version of the Illini. Respect them for that. Mike Waldboozer, can you break down Sister Jean's game? Sister Jean has got the most divine game in the business. She can score from any angle. She can do whatever she needs to do. She is the queen bee of college basketball. That's Sister Jean right there. Virginia Tech versus Florida was fun to watch. Yes, it's an overtime game. Guys, this tournament is shaping up to be something. The first four were outstanding yesterday. And the way that these games, I think Illinois it might have been the second or third game that was decided by double digits. Every other game has been in single digits. This tournament is getting off to a great start. Gage Spiegler, good to see you, Gage. Thank you for joining. This team is a perfect blend of senior leadership, freshmen that can contribute, and two superstars with experience. Can't say it better, Marcus. Liberty, solid defensively as well. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't write in Don't write in Oklahoma State to the Sweet 16. They got a lot of work to do. Aaron Janowski, are you interviewing for the DePaul job? No. But Aaron Janowski, have you seen so many coaches' jobs come up? Marquette fired Woj today. I don't know if a lot of people saw that. Marquette parted ways with Steve Wojciechowski. So that's Minnesota, Indiana, DePaul, Marquette, Utah, UNLV, New Mexico got filled. I'm missing a couple other ones, but there are some key pieces together in terms of job openings that will really make a lot of movement take place. And so I think Dennis Gates, who's the current coach at Cleveland State, should get a long look at DePaul. I think Orlando Antigua, the Illinois assistant, will get a long look at DePaul because Dwayne Peavy, the athletic director at DePaul, came from Kentucky and had a nice relationship with Orlando. So I think Orlando Antigua is going to get a good look at that. Who else would be a good fit at DePaul? I mean, I know everybody's saying Porter Moser, the Loyola coach, but wouldn't that be unusual for a coach to kind of move it within the city, right? I mean, I'm sure it could happen, but I mean, right now, why would you leave Loyola for DePaul? I'm just saying, the way that he has Loyola with a Final Four appearance and they're back in the tournament this year within a 3-year period, why would you even look at DePaul when you've got Loyola rolling in the city? And Loyola is going to be at the top of the Missouri Valley Conference as long as Porter Moser is there. But if you go to DePaul, you have a rebuild in a the Big East is a Power 5 conference. They don't list it at that, but it's a Power 5 conference, right? So DePaul is going to have, it's going to take them years to get competitive in the Big East. Years. And this dude is already back in the tournament from a Final Four run. So I don't know that Porter Moser would be one. He might have his name in there, but we'll see. Captain Fletcher, what's good, Captain? Mad Skills. I am Aunt Honore. What's up? I am Aunt Honore. RZ Online, what's good? I actually have Liberty upsetting Oklahoma State in my bracket. Just curious. MD McKenna. See? Great win by the Illini. Yep. Bear Down Pete, what's good? B Schultz 82, JB Macon. Good to see you on here. Man, 89 team will dismantle this year's Illini team. Tell them, Stephen Bardo, put some respect on the 89 team. That's right. Put some spec on our name. Rob Gill, too. CRJ 1960. JRR Hoops. Good to see you. Thoughts on Rutgers Sweet 16 run? Wow. Really? You got Rutgers going to the Sweet 16? Yeah. That means that Rutgers would have to probably beat Houston in the second round. I don't see that happening. I would love to be wrong because, I'm for all the Big Ten teams. Here's my wish, guys. My wish above Illinois winning the national championship is that a Big Ten school wins the national championship because the conference has had a drought. I don't need to remind it, but that's my wish. That any Big Ten team, doesn't have to be Illinois, doesn't have to be Michigan, doesn't have to be Ohio State. Could be Purdue, could be Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, whatever. I don't care. We just need one. We need one. The conference needs one, right? So thoughts on the Rutgers Sweet 16 run? I don't have Rutgers going to the Sweet 16. I got Rutgers going out in the second round versus Houston because that Houston team, one, they're hungry, they're athletic, and boy, do they defend. And y'all know, and being a Rutgers fan, Rutgers can go cold in a heartbeat. That's one of their things that they had throughout the season where they would be rolling, man, and then 5 minutes later, they're as cold as they were hot. So hopefully this is a new year for them, new season. Not new year, but it's the tournament time, right? So hopefully they will be locked in and confident and going forward. Oral Roberts is taking the lead on Ohio State. It's now 29-25 with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Let me get through these because I got to watch this game. Impressive one game at a time. Watch turnovers, fouls, make those free throws. Mike Cannon, think you're spot on. Love how the team likes to share the ball. Merrick Hawkins, yes, they do. That's one of the keys that I don't think gets talked about enough is how well the Illini pass the basketball and how they give up a good shot for a better shot. If Corbello can develop an outside shot, he's gone to the NBA. I think he'll come back next year, and the ball will be given to him. And then if he has a good year next year, he can go. But yeah, I think everybody can see he's got NBA talent. The funny Illini got rolling after some early normal nerves. Okay. Tribe, y'all. Say hi to DeMar and Lagore. Okay. Let me get to the bottom. Adam Johnson says Ohio State is struggling. Well, guys, Oral Roberts is a good team. These teams, Oral Roberts, Liberty, Ohio, anytime you get a 12-13 seed, remember this, out of the automatic qualifiers in the conference tournaments, 9 of the 16 were either first or second in their conference. So you don't see a bunch like Drexel, they were an outlier. They were like 6th or 7th seed in their conference tournament, and they got hot. Illinois did not see the best team out of the CAA. They met the hottest team. They didn't meet the best team. But what you're seeing, UC Santa Barbara, Liberty, Ohio, Oral Roberts, all these teams won their conference tournaments. These are good teams, okay? So just keep that in mind when you see an Ohio State down early. They're fine. They're battling against good teams. How far can those guards at Texas Tech take them? I see another good run from them. I got Texas Tech versus Alabama in the second round. Arkansas. I think Texas Tech will beat Arkansas in the second round. I got them losing to Ohio State in the Sweet 16. Let's see. Jill Brown Smith, I don't root for Ohio State, but they better get their act together. They will. Don't sweat that. Don't sweat that. I see you guys are really concerned. So let's get off because Ohio State's going. They're struggling a little bit. Monica Graziani, thanks for jumping on. Nikki Lane Perkins, check in, Nikki. I'll be on throughout the day. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. And I'll come back after the Ohio State game. Love y'all. Peace.